This is my grandpa's 68 Camaro SS396, factory 396. And I'm going to show you how I got this paint looking like this. I used pretty inexpensive stuff. I used a Harbor Freight spray gun, and I'm new to painting. So I'm really happy with the results I got. I'm going to be making a video on me wet sanding and buffing this car, or polishing it, to get the orange peel out, because I did get orange peel. But let me show you how I did it, and how you can paint your car for not very much money. All right, there's a whole lot of noise with all these cicadas, but I'll try to speak as loud as I can. So the first thing I had to do, and it was a huge ordeal, was remaking this trunk lip. I had to make the entire thing with the exception of this strip right here. I had to remake the entire thing. This was rusted off flush right here with the fender. The only way to get this was to buy entire new fenders, and that was kind of expensive. So I just, like I said, remade all of this down to here, down to here. All this was remade. I did all that. It's my first real like major sheet metal job I ever did on a car. So I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. I got a few mistakes here and there, and you know, some welds that I couldn't really dress up because of where they are, like right here, but I'm still very happy with how it turned out. Now, before everyone comments, I'm not expecting a perfect paint job. I just want this car to be green and me be able to use it. Okay, I learned a lot from painting that Cutlass over there, and I think I'll have a pretty good turnout with this, but it's not a show car, so please don't expect it to be a show car. It may be a Camaro, but I didn't buy it. It was given to me. It's my grandfather's. I didn't have to pay for this thing. Doesn't mean I don't care about it, but still. So a lot of this had to be remade as well. Not all of it. This section, both corners, had to be remade. Again, that was one of the first things I did sheet metal-wise. I had to put patch panels down here below this Bondo on both sides. And again, that turned out pretty nice. And as you can see, I've already started masking the car off. I also had to put patch panels down here as well, across that body line. Turned out pretty good. Patch panels here as well. Turned out pretty good. I'm happy with it. Go around the front. Got this grill area masked off best I can. I'm not too worried about these gaps here. That's just open fender space, so whatever. You can see it's bodywork here, patch panel here. Yeah, I believe there's a patch panel here as well. And I had to redo this whole lead joint thing and smooth it out. Also had to replace the dashboard. Dashboard's new. It was all jacked up and rusted from where the moisture would condensate and then roll down and just rust this crack out. You can see the factory color for this car is Matador Red. It hasn't been Matador Red since probably 1971 though. My grandfather painted it green. And for those who don't know, which is probably all of you, this was, like I said, my grandfather's car. He died in 1972. He's actually, so he was very young when he died. He's younger than I am, actually. And this was his car. So I'm kind of trying to go sort of with what he had it looking like. Let me keep masking the car off and I'll show you how I do it. Alright, everything's masked off. I just kind of did a rough job on the engine bay. I got a paint in there anyway, so I'm not too worried about it. Got all this masked. This is ready. Again, I'm not worried about what's in here because I got to do some work in there anyway. Not too concerned about it. Got these ready. I ran a tack cloth and everything, so I'm going to go get the spray gun and I'm going to start spraying. Everything is primed, looking pretty good. I think I'm gonna buy a new spray gun though. I'm having some problems with it. I can't get it to get enough fluid coming out of it, and I don't know, it's a cheap Harbor Freight gun, so I'll probably go buy something good before I put on the actual color. But yeah, I'm happy with it so far. It's looking great. A few things I might try to fix, we'll see. It's nothing that major though. It looks decent from 10 feet away or 15 feet. That's all I want. It's a 15-foot paint job, whatever. Anyway, I'll see you in a few days when I go to the next step. All right, so I'm gonna do the cut in now. The cicadas are going freaking nuts. Now, like I said, I'm not really that worried about the finish in here, so if this doesn't turn out perfect, it is what it is. This is really just a test to see if this gun, because I bought a new one. As you can see, I was having problems with my other one. It's just a test to see if this gun will do what I want. So let's just give it a try. And no, I'm not wearing a mask. I don't care. I don't paint all the time. Now this hood will probably end up getting a cover over it or something anyway in the future, so again, I'm not too worried about it. We're on the second coat. I'm gonna lay it on a little thicker. Probably only do 2 coats on all of this, unless there's spots I missed, which probably will be. That's looking really good, actually. Really smooth finish. It's laying down really nice with this cheap Harbor Freight thing, and me doing it. That's saying something. Because I'm no painter. I'm like the opposite of a painter. Whatever that is. All right, I think we're ready to sand. I wanted you to see how this turned out. Pretty good, little orange peel, nothing bad. I could work with that. I'm happy. I didn't show you the clear coating because I was actually doing it when it was dark outside, so you wouldn't have been able to see it. So I apologize for that. I'm gonna get this thing hand sanded, and then I'm gonna start doing the probably the tail panel, and then I'm gonna do some more detail work. Let's get started though. So I've got everything masked off, and I'm not too worried about overspray on this cut-in stuff up here. So let's just do a coat on this. So I've decided I'm going to spray it down here for the last coat. I've covered stuff up that I don't want to get overspray on it, and I kind of cleaned the floor a little bit. So I'm going to open that garage door, which I don't think's on camera, before I start spraying. So I'm going to give it a hit with a tack rag, and then we're just going to start hosing it down. It's already been sanded and cleaned otherwise. This is the last step.
Alright, I'm sorry about the angles. It's pretty hard to get a good shot of this in the basement, but now I'm going to do the clear coat. I got it mixed up. So I'm going to try to do 2 wet coats. That's what they want you to do in the instructions. So let me get that. I'm going to be running about 45 psi.
Alright, it's looking good. I got 2 coats on the whole car, which is what they recommend. I'm going to let it sit here for a little bit, and I'll take you for a walk around. So here's the car outside, and I am very, very happy with the final result. Now, are there flaws? Oh yeah, definitely. Got quite a bit of orange peel, which I'm going to be taking care of that, making a video on it in just a few minutes. Some weird imperfections. I don't know if that's solvent pop or what. Like I said, I'm new to painting, so this is all a learning experience for me. A couple runs, and no, I couldn't wet sand these because this is a single stage paint, and I was clear coating over it. I couldn't let this dry long enough to eliminate that run, so oh well. That'll just be a reminder of don't do that again. It's actually less noticeable in person than on camera, but I really don't care. I wasn't expecting a perfect paint job. If I wanted a perfect paint job, I would have spent $20,000 on this, but that wasn't going to happen. So I am extremely happy with what I got, and I'd say it turned out looking very similar to the way my grandfather had it about 50 years ago. Side view. Just a few more things to do. Already put the door handles on, the mirrors on, and a few other things. Like I said, I'm going to start wet sanding the car now, and hopefully we can get out that orange peel and some of those little dust spots or whatever. But anyway, I appreciate you watching this video, and I'll, like I said, be making more on this car, so just stay tuned if you're interested. I'll see you in the next one. Thanks.